So when I when I first started doing the project, I started off with the family and friends, but then I didn't want to do it because everybody was doing it. So now I have the important lessons and values that have shaped me to be the person standing right here today. So throughout my life, I feel like my parents, or really my whole family, they've always taken the opportunity to teach me a lesson instead of just showing me stuff blatantly. They always hide something under there. This is the first house I've ever lived in, and from this house, I've gotten many lessons that I learned early on that I really didn't realize that I was learning, but now I can take a step back and realize that I was being taught a lesson almost every moment, every memory that I have from this house. So all of my pictures, this is my dad, and he's the biggest leader that I've ever seen in my life. Even in moments when you would really expect somebody to not be able to continue, and moments when he's been at his lowest, he's always been able to lead, and he's always been able to influence people. And I feel like that shows me how to be a leader and how to think for myself, even in moments when I don't think I can. He's always showed me how to become better and to set myself apart from other people and not do what everybody else is doing. So ever since I was really little, I've always played some type of sport, and from playing sports, I've learned how to discipline myself, and with discipline, I learned how to be an organized person, and I learned how to strengthen not only my body but my mind, and just be strong and build myself up. So this was when I lost my first tooth, and as you can see, my mom gave me $10, but the $10 was for me to keep, and then she also gave me $90 other dollars, and she put the $90 away in a savings and started my savings account. This showed me how to be responsible with my money, and even though this example only uses money, it also showed me how to be a responsible person and eventually how I can become a responsible adult. This is the second house I've ever lived in. I lived here from 2nd to 6th grade, and here is me swimming. I don't know if you can tell, but it's the deep end of whatever pool I'm at. It's the deep end. And this is a funny story because me, my sister, and my cousin, we were all in the same summer camp. And in the summer camp, every Friday we would go swimming. And you would have to take a swim test every day, and so they make sure you don't drown or whatever. And I always just skipped the swim test and just went along and went to the shallow end because I was scared of maybe drowning or whatever other people would think if I failed the test. But then one time, my mom, she was like, I don't care what you want to do, you're taking the swim test. And so then I took the swim test. I ended up passing, and I was able to swim in the deep end. And this goes to show that you shouldn't let fear control what you do, because if you stay back and you don't do certain things because you're scared, you can miss out on amazing opportunities. Because if I wouldn't have taken the swim test like my mom made me, I would have still been restricted to the shallow end, which represents a small box, and I could have not been able to have more fun with my sister and my cousin. This was when I was 8 years old. I was playing softball, I fell, and I broke my leg. And so my soccer coach, he was really upset that I broke my leg playing softball because he didn't want me playing softball. And in the beginning of each season, we were supposed to sign a contract that says that we wouldn't play any other competitive sports due to risking injuries. So that year, my mom didn't sign it, and she negotiated with him so I could play softball. And once he found out that I broke my leg, he was really upset because he thought that I wouldn't be able to play the next upcoming season. But after breaking my leg, I did physical therapy, I did all of that, and I was able to play in the season and in each tournament that was before the season. And this shows my ability to bounce back after a setback, and it shows how you have to work hard for things that you want to do, and you always have to prove somebody wrong. This is the house I currently live in, and I've lived here from seventh grade up to now. And these are all very important core memories for me. Not all of them, because I have way more. But my mom, she's always taught me the importance of making memories and using them to help you through hard times. And I find it very important because I love my family, I love having memories, and I love the fact that my mom has always let me experience other things instead of just keeping me contained. And it's just really important to me that people make memories, because when you make memories, you can also use these memories to get you through hard times. And it's always important to get through hard times because you don't want to be stuck in one place for too long. These are a bunch of my family and my friends. So it's important to build connections and build relationships with people, because like I said, memories are important and you can make memories with people, but it's also important to have that strong support system that you use to get you through problems and issues you have in life. And if you don't have that support system, it'll be harder for you to power through issues that you face, or like Randy Posh said, brick walls that you come across. You can't get through those without the people that help you, especially right now in the age that we're at. We're not adults yet, so we don't understand how to necessarily get through problems all the way. So you always need somebody there to help you through each problem that you face. In conclusion, all of these lessons and memories and examples that I've shown you, they all will help shape me to be a better person. And as I'm going into high school, they will help me become a better person, and they'll help me thrive as a high school student, as a college student, and eventually as an adult out in the world.